Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Moving away from pressure. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Miranda. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Dropping back, it's Miranda. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys and knowing that could be a possibility.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. quickly complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet. Get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Miranda. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanning. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lanning.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Looking for a man. It's Miranda. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown Tide.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That's caught. It's Bryant. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Fuller. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his back in the middle. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 11 over Kansas State. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Fuller. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds a little space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The offense changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago, throwing another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
To the air, it's Miranda. Hauls it in. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Tempo in overdrive. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This time he's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And this one is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Jayhawks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble